Hey guys, welcome back to the Small Time Critics podcast. I'm one third of Small Time Critics. My name's Mo.
Mohammed Hashi.
Kem.
Mark. Sorry. Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
No.
Sorry. I just
No,
jumped straight in
please.
then.
Go ahead.
Mark.
Yes, Mark is here. Kem is not here at the moment, but he hasn't seen the Continental anyway. He might pop in, but he ain't seen it, so don't worry. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bells so you know when the videos are coming up. And for this one, we're just going to do a quick review, spoiler review on the Continental on Amazon Prime, which is the prequel to the John Wick series. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, Hashi, chat to me. What do you think?
Generally, I liked it. I really liked it. I thought they had kept a lot of the things that make John Wick and that universe great. They kept here, and it being a period piece for me really worked in many ways. Seeing the low tech versions of some of the stuff that we know and love from John Wick was really, really cool to see, in my opinion. And I did enjoy it. I enjoyed a lot of the characters in it. I enjoyed I think I kind of blank on his name. Winston's the character, the actor that played Winston. I thought his performance was very, very good. Although his accent went in and out.
Is he English?
Because obviously Ian McShane is a wonderful character actor, British character actor, with a very, very distinctive voice.
Yep.
Colin Woodall.
Yeah, and in this Colin Woodall character, his accent was kind of going in between kind of an English / New York kind of thing, and it was a bit confusing in that way. I thought the character who played his brother, Frankie, was very, very good.
I think that was my biggest gripe, is that I would like to have seen more of Frankie.
Same. I'm in total agreement.
Why the hell did he jump off of that helicopter?
Crazy.
I still don't get it.
Like, the sacrifice didn't make any sense. That was the biggest issue.
They're clean free.
Yeah, that was the biggest issue.
Because either way, these people are still gonna and the thing is, you gave them an empty the box with the middle finger, whatever.
Yeah,
they're still gonna go chase these people that you're saying, they're after me. Don't worry about it.
They're after me in this box.
It didn't matter.
It was the worst thing about episode 1.
Yeah.
It made no sense. The reason why it sustained me is because all the other things that happened in that episode, in regards to, okay, we've got the detective and the woman and the female detective as well, and then what her connection is to the story, and it been slowly revealed, and it goes back into what would you call it, Winston and Frankie did, and like that was interesting to see, and how that kind of continued to go up until episode 3. But again, I just really enjoyed the world building and having that again, like going to the Bowery, not king but queen, which was interesting. Yeah. And seeing how that relationship started with Winston, because obviously that relationship with Winston and the Bowery King is such a strong one, and we see where that started from. Yeah, that was cool to see how resourceful Winston is as well, and him going to those kind of gun runners who then become his allies and stuff like that was really interesting, and seeing all those characters kind of develop and kind of grow.
Him building his army too.
Yeah,
it was cool.
It was really, really good in that way.
And the people from the dojo, I like them too. The siblings. And
and the older guy,
Lemmy and Gene.
Gene, yeah.
Gene was great.
Gene was so
He's
funny.
a sniper who needs glasses.
And just loves agriculture.
Hold up. Haven't we had recently another sniper who needed glasses in a film that you said it was absolutely poo?
Which one?
Expendables 4. Dolph Lundgren.
No, but he had a prescription.
You also had glasses.
So Gene needed to go get a prescription.
But he only needed glasses only.
He's backtracking now.
I'm not gonna play.
It's like a soak all over again, isn't it?
I'm not gonna back Expendables. So go ahead.
You're on the wrong side of history, guys. You are. But yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I think episode 1 was a great kind of like exploration into the 70s. They really leaned into that, which I found was really cool.
I love the score.
The score was fantastic.
Every new scene was a different song from the era, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was
I thought the action set pieces were really good. Anything with Frankie's Vietnamese wife, outstanding.
Yeah, I think anything.
Kitchen scene with the iron was just phenomenal.
Yes, I was gonna say with her. I think everything with the sister of the dojo who owns the dojo, I thought she fought really well as well. I think every action movie needs to take whoever the fight choreographer for these the John Wick movies and this series is, and they need to and even like the camera work with something like, remember when Winston got taken in the beginning?
Yes.
When that the hotel maid kind of injected him.
Yes.
And then the way they did the cameras of like the cameras outside the door.
And you see
they're just going in
woman,
and out.
Yeah, the woman
Yeah.
literally got the. And
Yeah.
you see him fighting in there. It was really
And
well
he
done.
stopped.
Down, isn't it? It's so it's because you don't need shaky cam.
Yeah.
It's just a smooth
Thank you.
motion
There you go.
going from room to room.
Yes.
And none of this. Oh, what's going on over here? Oh.
Perfect. Again.
Because you can tell if the choreography is good, you don't need all of that.
Yeah.
Like you said,
Perfect. And I thought like there's very foreboding kind of part to that scene where he's kind of in the room and he hears the girl in the shower and the door's open, and the kind of the movie just takes a break, and like there's a long pause, and the frame, like the camera lingers on that, and like you feel something coming.
Yeah.
And then it was incredible, and like literally you think that, and the best part is you think the threat's gonna come from outside, obviously,
Yeah.
and then you see the thing, and you see all of them surround him. It was so well done, and I thought that was just a testament. It was such a great way to show how kind of assured the series was, and again, we're gonna go into a bit more. I was wondering, why is it 3 hour and a half episode? I found that very interesting. What does that mean? Was it meant to be a movie?
I don't know.
Did they want to split into more episodes?
I'm
Did
not
they
sure.
think it was meant to be an event? Again,
Yeah.
it was very
That's what
interesting.
threw me because
Yeah.
I mean I wasn't overly keen on the first one. I mean I enjoyed it, but
But it's a big commitment. 90 minutes.
Slightly underwhelming, right?
yeah,
Me
I
too.
I couldn't warrant to sit through another 3 hours worth of that. I just couldn't. In my head I was like, I've got 3 more hours.
Yeah,
of
for
this.
me it was interesting. I think the first episode, I had some issues with it, but I've seen so many things that reassured me that okay, they know what they're doing here.
It's strange.
Yeah.
It's like the fact that the episodes were that long made it feel like a task to
Yes.
finish. I think that's what it is.
I mean, I couldn't. I mean, I only got through the second, halfway through the second,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because it is John Wick. We know it's a John Wick world, but it's not John Wick style, action style
Yeah.
film
Yeah.
or that kind of way it's filmed, like the John Wick style film.
Yeah.
It's not like that, and I couldn't really get on board with it.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of as well. When they did the Vietnam bit where they was in Vietnam, and I was saying this to Kem, is that the problem is that what Amazon Prime do, they do their films in 4K, lovely 4K, crystal clean. It looks fantastic. But when you've got excuse my French, a shit piece and it looks crap, and you then got to put it in 4K, it highlights of how bad the actual the place looks.
The
The set piece. And I didn't for 1 minute believe that they were in Vietnam when she was walking into the pub to blow herself up.
Sure.
Yeah, it looked very bad.
It just looked awful. And I think if they would have did what the creator did, add a bit of grittiness, do what John Wick did, add a bit of grittiness to that scene and find out why. And then all she did was look at Frankie. Frankie smiled. And that was it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can just take this bomb off my back and job done. And I just think that was it for me. I was like, no.
Yeah.
It did make me feel for her though, that scene
Yeah.
with like her husband's there, and this is just your fate kind of thing, whatever.
Yeah. And the issue with the second episode is like, I do.
Sorry, before we go into, what did you not think of him delivering the John Wick line at the end of the first? I need guns.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Lots
could have
of
slapped him. I'm
guns.
sorry.
I can't not hear it in John Wick's voice.
Yeah.
Exactly. Again, it's a
Keanu Reeves, isn't it?
And
It's from
again,
Matrix
it
as
makes
well.
there's no reason why Winston in 1976 was doing that. That's what was egregious about it. It was egregious. It was egregious.
That was for us. That was just fan service, wasn't it?
Again, it's I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Personally. I thought it was out of line. But again, I think the reason why episode 2 had big issues was Mel Gibson, who I really liked.
I thought he did
Episode 1.
well.
He did well overall. He did well overall.
Yeah.
But episode 2, he was hamming it up.
Yeah.
Hamming it up.
They gave him some lines.
They gave him some great lines.
They gave him some
The
lines.
first one was really good because when he made that guy jump off the building, he goes, I can't kill you, but it doesn't mean I won't, do stuff to your family. So you have a choice.
Yeah.
And then the very next scene, you just see him coming.
Yeah,
I laugh. I don't know why I shouldn't have laughed. It was horrible. But
It was
the way that it looked, I'm not gonna lie.
But then again, he goes completely against that and kills someone on Continental grounds.
yeah.
The cellist.
Yeah.
I think that was just to show that he's kind of losing it, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
like
maybe.
it's
Good
getting to the
point.
point where he's just
Good
losing
point.
it, and
Yeah.
like he's even Sharon's asking him, what did he want to take, and he's like, you, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
But you don't even care about Sharon like this.
Yeah,
So,
not even,
like you thought he was from Zimbabwe, for God's sake, and he's like,
Yeah.
Nigeria.
So yeah, I was that made me upset even.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
honestly. You know what I mean? Oh.
Show was cool overall. A little bit underwhelming for me.
Yeah.
I didn't care about the
The highest episode 3, I felt like everything was rushed towards the
there was
ending.
a lot happening, man.
Like I felt like okay, they're gonna go against the whole Continental, and they've maybe had like a couple of maybe in-person meetings. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Not even a Zoom call or a Teams meet. You know, it's ridiculous. I didn't get that.
I think the thing that turned the tide is that he had I mean, you're gonna see this, but he had the Bowery Queens people, who smartly he dressed them up in suits so that they can kind of infiltrate, and then Mel Gibson thinks that they're his people, but they turn on him. So that was pretty cool. I thought.
See, the thing is that, I mean, the way John Wick took the Continental from, you know, in, I think it was number 3.
Yeah.
You know, how he got from level up. You know, he can do it because of the level of skill that
we've seen from before.
That we've seen. Yeah. But Winston,
he's not a fighter like that.
No,
he's not a fighter at all.
He hasn't killed anyone
Yeah.
up until you know, up until obviously I haven't seen him kill anyone just yet. So to then make me believe that I know what the synopsis says about episode 3 about them going into this big heist and taking on all these people. I was like, I can't get on board with that.
Even there's a scene with him and Frankie are fighting people, and then someone's got a gun to Frankie. They shoot Frankie in the shoulder, and then Winston shoots him, and then Frankie finishes it off. But Winston has this look like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's that
I'm
shock,
like,
isn't he? He just like, he was pure shock that he just shot someone in the leg.
Yeah, I'm like, are you not in this life? Kind of like, for you to still be shocked like this.
That's why I wanted to see more of Frankie, because he's coldness and the way he fight reminded me. He looked just like John Wick. And the way he walked up to him and just shot him twice in the belly, once in the head. I said, and he goes, it's like right. Eventually, it becomes riding a bike. I was like, that's pure John Wickness. Right there.
Good,
Just before we end, I just want to talk about the twins quickly before we end.
And also, I just want to say, I didn't care for the dojo with the Asian people's beef. I had no care for that at all. Like, literally none.
Yeah, again, I think the twins, I really enjoyed their set piece and stuff like that.
They were cool, but like the story with them and the I think his name, was it Chen, maybe? I'm not sure who it was, but I just didn't care about all of that. But go on.
And again, I think their final kind of like fight was really interesting. And I think, again, once we come to the end where the adjudicator and all that kind of stuff, we see her face that we kind of had it hinted at, set up at I think it was the first episode. She had a messed up face. So I thought that was interesting. But overall, I think I like the series. I did like the series, and I hope they don't do anything else in the space. Leave it alone.
In terms of a prequel, at least. Yeah,
leave it alone.
I'm good.
And they will go from there. But other than
even
that,
with John Wick, I don't want to see a prequel from John Wick. I think we've got enough background story with John Wick to see, you know, John Wickness.
I will say it's cool to see how Winston became Winston, how he became the head of that hotel and stuff like that, which was nice.
But anyway,
again,
I think we were all in agreement we like the show. So let's do the STC scores.
I mean, as I've only watched 1.5, and I am going to finish it. I'm not saying I'm not. It's just that
we'll reserve your one for now.
So
and we'll go with Mark.
If you want to watch it before you do the edit, and you can put it in if you want.
I'll watch it. Yeah, so in the next, so when we release this, I will have watched them all by then.
Mark's score is here.
So my score.
That's right.
That's right.
That's go on, man.
Overall, I will give this. Oh, I'm battling between a 6.5 and a 7. You know what? I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7.
I'm the same.
7. Yeah.
Right. Take us
it's
out,
not
bro.
the worst, is it?
It's not. No, it's not the worst.
Take us out, bro.
It isn't the worst. John Wick spoiled us though. But guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when the videos are coming up. And we'll see you for more reviews soon. Peace.